So, okay, thank you very much. First, I want to give glory to God. Honestly speaking, the school came into existence in the year 2012. 2012. When we were given the privilege as leaders to lead the northern region, we began to pray. While prayers were going on, the school you saw was one of the things that the Lord dropped in our hearts. The only thing that the Lord showed us was that Ephesians chapter 4, from verse 11, we read, and the Bible said, when Jesus ascended into heaven, he gave gift to men. And for the purpose of preparing the saints for God's work. That was where we got the vision from. We now saw that if men, especially those who have been appointed or elected as leaders, if they are prepared, trained, it means that the work of God will survive. That was how we came. It was just like a thought. After which we came for the meeting and we presented it. Lafayette Diocese particularly bought that idea. They bought the idea, and because they bought it, just also bought it. That was how we came about this. As a thought, like a mustard seed that was sown, we began to trust God. How will this vision that God has given to us, how do we go about it? The issue of how do we go about it was by the grace of God. That was what you saw today. Yes. So it was actually not an idea that just came maybe because a man just came up and had to beat his brain ahead and something felt that no. It was a vision from God. And since then, God has been very, very faithful. Like I told you, since 2012, God has been very, very faithful. And we've not come to the program and lacked anything. God has been providing. Most of the time, God will provide everything that is needed. And more so, people have been blessed. There are many people God has given them skill, wisdom in order to lead in their various stations. So that is what I want to say for now. Okay, no, my name is Brother Uche.
I'm the leader of Northern Region. Actually, the first leader handed over to me, I think February 2019. And the Leadalt training has been before we came into leadership. Therefore, the leadership handed over to us, and from where they stop, we push forward. We are about to graduate set 5, which means set 4 had been graduated before today. And the Leadalt have produced people. We are praying that the Lord will use the Leadalt training to raise many ministers. There are challenges, but despite the challenges, God always sees his people through. We have a lot of challenges. Contribution came at will. We never tax anybody. Dioceses make their contribution, free will contribution, and food is being served free. So we believe God, he will still see even the next leadership through in this Leadalt training. It has not been easy, but we do believe that whatever God's hand is, wherever God decides to make a name for himself, he work it out. Yes. So that is all I have to say concerning Leadalt. It is a leaders stroke workers development and life training program where people graduate not with physical certificate, but life as a certificate. So God bless. May God keep us, and may all that are passing out, those who are going to commission in this set October 2021, may there be a material that will also help to push the gospel far. God bless us.
We'll come to discover that in life generally, a man trained is far better off than a man and so rare to be found. So in Cbmn, the matter of training is a great one for us. Having seen that there are many quacks around the world, and even in the ministry where we found ourselves, there are many quacks. So we now chose that it would be better off for us to bring up our own in this way of training, because a trained man is a substance man. Such a man or woman is not easily broken. So what Cbmn is doing in the in the northern region is what is going to be far. It will take the movement generally far, because we have found out that for now we have so many untrained ones. That is what I mean by quack before now, and they are messing up. We also have so many runaway soldiers who thought that when they get out there will be a greener pasture, because they thought that ministry is about money. But in this training we discovered that actually ministry is not all about money. Yes, money is involved, but money cannot be the focus. The focus is Jesus. So in this training we are showing the great men and women who have come under us in this training that Christ remains the ultimate. So one with Christ, or like we rightly say, that one with God is majority. Okay. Regarding the set 5, like I said in the previous time, we have had many escapees, but in this set 5 we are trusting God. We are trusting God that in fact some other ministries are now beginning to gone for some of them. Haven't seen the quality they are made of. Okay. So I'm trusting God that this set 5 will help the Catholic Church and Cbmn and the Christendom at large to push the gospel of Jesus Christ. We don't pay the lecturers, we don't pay the people at the secretariat, neither do we pay the men and women in the kitchen. We don't pay any of them. Okay. We don't pay them because we know reward comes from the Lord. I know as they labor, the Lord has been proving himself strong and faithful in their ministry, in their different families and life. My name is Brother Celestine.
My name is Brother Pius Daen from Jos Archdiocese. So we thank God for how far he has been helping Leadalt. So far, God has helped us to graduate. By the grace of God, we'll be graduating 4 sets. Today we'll be graduating the 5th set. It has been God all through. God has been helping us through all the planning and then the training and the student. God has been helping us in that. Nobody is paid a penny for the labor. All is a selfless sacrifice that we are rendering to the work we are doing.
My name is Brother Odo Samuel. By the special grace of God, I am the principal of Leadalt. And this institution is the institution that from God, the way we are looking at it, it is kind of revisions that God has given to our leaders. And our core objective or vision for Leadalt is just to produce men who carry their life for Jesus Christ, for correct life and correct ministry. Number 2, this institution is also get to produce men or leadership role in the church and in the secular world. When we look at the world today, discover that the major problem of the world is the leadership, even in the church, not only in the secular world. So this program is organized by the leaders so that we can able to know how we're able to help individuals. And the institution is by application. Admission is by application, how to apply. And the form is free of charge. We don't collect money. Even the training all around is free of charge. We don't get money. So as long as you already perceive that it is the hand of God, my encouragement is to those that are able to going to come after us is to see how we will be able to push the work forward until Christ comes. Because the Bible says we should occupy until he comes.
Well, in fact, I appreciate God. I thank God in as much as there's a saying that the truth does not run in a daytime. There is nothing at stake. Ever since we started this Leadalt training, honestly, being the first set, I've gained a lot. And no matter my tight schedule or whatever I'm doing, I always prepare ahead. I prepare ahead of time, knowing that I'm believing that God, all these years, have been doing something wonderful. And I told God that by His special grace, I will always avail myself. Coming to the minister's home, honestly, I saw God doing a powerful work in the various home and aspects of leaders, because you discover that years past, what we are gaining, especially in that also side of the minister's home, nobody told us when we were coming up. Nobody directed us during our time. I discovered that the Christian and ministers' home, this very generation, to as many that avail themselves for this very program, I believe they will never regret it.